it's just like whatever you can do to like help them know who your kid is. I think a good reminder in getting back to school is like teachers care the most about what kind of person you are bringing them, not just the academic side of things.
Greetings! You are listening to the RF Fitness Podcast, brought to you by RF Fitness. I said it again. By the rffitness.net website. This is the show where I yell about fitness, fatherhood, fantasy gaming, and everything else in between. I'm your host, Rob Finlayson, certified older brother, fitness coach, and 2 wines deep. And I'm here with my smart and beautiful co-host,
Mo Finlayson.
Yay!
Math interventionist. Woman who just got through the 6th day of screening at school and is very tired, but that fits the vibe and the theme.
It does fit the vibe and the theme. Thank you, darling, so much for being here.
Only half a wine deep.
Despite your immense level of exhaustion, I appreciate you making the time to be here on the show. Everyone loves when you're on. I think they get better when you're on than when I'm on.
I'm always on. I'm amazing.
It's true. You are always on. So to recover last week's little intro here, RF Fitness has always been about bringing health and fitness to the regular people, making a daily difference. And no one exemplifies that better than our educators. With summer ending tragically soon, for us, it has been over for, 2 weeks now?
2.5.
2.5, longer for you? Yeah, I wanted to hear from a few of our school staff, friends, and listeners to get their side of the story on going back to school, finding time with a demanding schedule, and balancing your life's mission with your personal health and fitness. Babe, are you ready to answer some questions?
Probably.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
1, tell us a little about yourself, where you're from, and what you do.
I mean, I probably covered some of this back in the day when it was just my wife's on the pod,
Previous
ask whatever.
apps, yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm in my 15th year of teaching. I had to do some kind of little thing to put outside my door. I taught 5th grade for a lot of years. Oh, where I'm from Crystal, Minnesota. Moved up to UMD, met you there, obviously, and moved right back to the cities area. So yeah, I've been teaching for about 15 years. I did 5th grade for a large chunk of that. Now I do math intervention, and I like it.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
Do you like it better than classroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I chose it. It's more
I suppose it's true.
doable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, actually, I just met somebody new at work yesterday.
That sucks.
And
sorry to hear it.
Close that ring of who you know. Do not let
eliminate people you understand.
I know. Yeah. I was just like, I don't know the neighbors, and it's the best.
It's pretty cool.
That's you. I forgot what I was saying. I met a person. Wanted to talk about that. She was just like, oh yeah, like why math intervention? Like, because when you meet somebody new, you're like, oh, I do this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I think I can boil it down to one moment where I was like, I don't want to classroom teach anymore.
Lay it on me.
Yeah. It actually wasn't even in the classroom. It was at the job that I had before this job.
Yep,
you know where. I won't call them out, but we'll just say a very large district. I had just too much on my plate. I had to spend a lot of my preps doing those terrible meetings I told you about, just kind of feeling beaten down. But that was I have a feeling I know what
story this is.
But yeah, speaking of just not having much prep time, my lunchtime was like, honestly, about 10 minutes. Like I had to bring students to recess, then get them from recess to lunch like 10 minutes later. And inevitably there'd be like, oh, well, and there's issues to resolve too. Like it's not just pick you up and walk you somewhere. And sometimes I had to supervise that recess. So like, I don't know. And one day I was just like trying to really scarf my lunch in 10 minutes as I always had to do. And then somebody came into the lunch area to bother me about something that happened at recess. And I was just like, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, I'm trying to scarf my 10-minute lunch.
Right.
But I am the all-consuming adult responsible for everything that happens with these children, even in the one environment
Yeah.
That's like during my tiny break during the day.
For itty bitty prep.
And I've had like even just other schools where there is a little bit of a better balance. It's just like, this happened on the bus. You're going to get an email about it as the classroom teacher. Am I in charge of bus issues? Absolutely not. But it's just like everything funnels to you. So then when we had Olivia and then I'd moved school, it was just like all so much. I was just like, oh yeah, I can't be everything to all of these kids and be everything to a kid at home. Like I need to be less of a big deal to each student. I don't know. Like I still bond with my students, but I'm that math lady. No one's gonna email me about what happened on the bus.
It has
no
been
one's gonna bother me at my lunch about what happened at recess. I'm not that lady.
You're not that lady.
I'm that math lady.
Not that guy. Yeah, I think it is a much better like balance, like work life, especially since having the kid. Like that was huge for us because it was the same year that COVID shut everything down for half of that year.
Yeah, that all happened in the same year.
Yeah, that was what a fucking year. So I thought the story you were gonna tell involved some Zoom call with admins and they're like on a trampoline or something like that.
Oh, that's when I'd already gotten my pink slip. So at that district, unrelated to my performance, which I tried to be the little robot they wanted me to be, but unrelated to my performance, all non-tenured teachers just get laid off every single year. Sucks. And then you can like reapply for your job. But if a tenured person wants your job, you just don't get to have it.
Yeah.
And then you can just reapply for, I don't know, something. And you play that game for like 3-4 years. But yeah, that was just frustrating. I mean, we're starting real negative here, but I don't know.
Welcome to schools.
Yeah. But I like where I am now. I think it's just like where I came from. You rise from the ashes and do this job that I don't hate. Phoenix. But yeah, that was frustrating. The principal, we had like Zoom staff meetings because COVID, and there was one where he's trying to be all cute and jumping on a trampoline because he was representing jumping into the next year. I don't know. He said something about like, I'm so excited about the staff that we have next year. We're going to have like the best year ever, the best staff. I was like, cool, you fucking laid me off last week.
Get fucked, like, guy.
What? Yeah. And then they kept being like, make sure your camera's on during these videos. I was like, but then if I'm giving you the middle finger, it'll be recorded. Like when I'm folding my laundry and rolling my eyes.
Every teacher ever. Yeah.
What? I'd never do that. But yeah, I just kind of coming from like a tough year after several years that were less tough because we didn't have Olivia yet, but just still like, I think it just hit a point in my life where I couldn't be everything to students at work anymore because I am everything to Olivia.
And the expectation is huge, especially at the district you were at. Well, actually, that's an interesting thing. We should bring that up too, because you work now in a charter school, and this district was public school. The last interview we had was with Garrett, who works.
I am at a public charter, though.
Public charter. Okay,
it is still public. A district might be the distinguishing word there.
Right. Yeah, and we talked last week with Garrett, who works at a private school. And I think a lot of people have the question, like, what's the difference between a public school and a charter school versus a charter public charter?
You live with me, and you were like,
I mean, I obviously know.
Well, I'm just making sure.
I'm just making sure for these fucking idiots listening right now, not me, guys. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Can you describe to them, not me?
What because you totally understand where your wife works and where your kid goes
every day.
I mean, a lot of people that don't know the difference, it's because they just like me were just in their local district and went to their local elementary school, then middle school, then high school, as designed by where they live. So most like districts are, built in and around where you live, and unless you seek something else, you're kind of assigned, you live by this school, you will go to this school. And the schools are all connected, and their funding is connected, and the choices they make are connected. And charter schools, and I'm honestly have not been familiar with a private charter school yet. So charter schools, at least the ones I've worked at and the ones I know of, have been public. Public just means you don't pay. Right. So like apparently if Garrett works at a private school, the children pay to go there. Yeah. So private is tuition, public is tuition free. So a charter school is a school of choice. So a public charter means it is free, but is a school you choose. So we have families that just might be dissatisfied with the local school, or they just have heard about us and they really like it. Like, oh, they have good test scores, or I've heard good things about blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you have to be offering something different. You can't just build a school that's exactly like the local school. So like mine is a classical school, so there's a lot of like higher end literature that the kids get to, and they have a class where they learn like oration skills.
Yeah, they learn like it's like ancient Greek sort of like ideals. Is that what they're kind of focusing on with the education? It seems like.
Elaborate.
Like when you say classical education, you mean like the classical Greek philosophers like Aristotle, Socrates, like their ideas are sort of like what the foundation of how we should sort of cultivate these students' minds moving forward is in this way. Because like you say, it's very much oration based, it's very much critical thinking, it's like seeking beauty and truth in things.
Truth, beauty, and goodness.
Yeah.
The
trivium. There's not a wrestling team for the school though, is there?
I don't know. I don't pay much attention to high school sports yet, but when Olivia's older,
I don't think there is. I would have noticed by now, to be honest.
Okay.
It is wild to me that we're a classical-based education, but there's not a wrestling program.
Have you ever been upstairs?
To
probably not
our
at the school
house? Oh, I was gonna say, I live and sleep up there in the room with you. What are you talking
at
about?
The school. No. Like I was just we have a new person on my team, as you know, and I was like, we had to test some kids up in the computer lab, and we were walking up the grand staircase because there's a grand staircase, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And there's like all these like posters of the kids that are doing like high school sports, and they're like serious faces on, and I'm like, I didn't notice anywhere they're like in wrestling gear. It's like a lot of like
serious faces,
cross country, track, and basketball. But I'm not sure.
There is a badminton team though, right? Am I making that up?
I think you're making that up.
Is it table tennis?
You're making so much stuff up.
There's some rackets involved, this sort of guy.
I think I've seen a racket.
I've heard of a racket being in the building. So babe, let's move on to another question. What drew you, again, this is something we answered, I think, on one of the first times you were on the show.
Yeah.
What drew you to education? Was this a career you've always planned on?
Yes, it is.
Yes and yes.
Yeah, it's funny that you said, because like I was just at like a girls' day with Alicia, and I've talked to other people recently, and they're just like, oh man, like nobody ever just knows what they're gonna do. You know, and I was like, oh, I mean, I'm one, but like a lot of the people I know, it's like their undergrad was not related to education, and then they sought a master's later in life when they wanted a career change, and they decided that, you know, but I was just fortunate and always knowing that's what I wanted to do. And I think I did talk about this on the pod before, but basically just even as a kid, I always liked younger kids. Like if there was like any multi-grade like buddies situation, and I volunteered with kids when I could.
It was like having a smaller person to boss around.
I know, it's pretty great.
That's why we had a kid.
I know. This is the entire purpose.
And now she bosses us around.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
she does.
That backfired.
It does. I will say I feel like just about every person I know who is in education or a teacher has said, "This is what I want to do forever." It seems like
not a lot of people I know.
No one I know who's like an accountant or does IT was like, when I was 7, I knew I wanted to stare at a computer screen for my whole life and do spreadsheets. Yeah. But like everyone I know,
such a kids watch. Yeah, like they are amongst teachers every
their whole life. Like you're exposed to it, so you like really know what it means. There's obviously going to be like a deep personal connection at least once with a teacher who really changes your life. I just made a post on my Facebook about my high school Spanish teacher, Senor Ricardo Jorgis, who sadly passed away from ALS very recently. I made a really heartfelt post about him. God, that guy was fucking awesome. He was just the best teacher I had in high school, like not even close.
Yeah.
There's some good teachers.
Talked about him before.
Yeah.
Your sister
when he was still alive.
That obituary in the fam chat, no context. Just like, here's an obituary.
Hey, here's this guy.
And I was like, you know what? Dad. Rob's talked about that dude.
Yeah.
I have the context anyway from just you've talked about him.
Yeah.
And we're grown adults. Like,
the
fact that he's been brought up multiple times.
He's something. We called him
Really good
Gorgeous
dude.
Georges.
To his face? Did you like that?
Never.
Okay.
He
Was
probably
he
would.
gorgeous?
He probably thought it was funny. I mean, he was an alright-looking guy.
Good-looking dude.
Yeah. He could never say the word squirrel.
Well, yeah, it's a weird word.
It's a weird word. Apparently, non-English speakers have a lot of trouble with it.
Yeah. I've seen videos of people trying to say it.
Oh, really?
There's these like Italian or French guys that try to pronounce English words by looking at them, and they get really mad. It's like a fun.
Yeah,
I don't know.
English doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so they'll look at like thorough, like all those words that are spelled like rough.
The same word.
Though
it is rough, though.
They are spelled OUGH, but have like 6 different sounds. And I think there was one where he was like squirrel. It is squirrel.
It's a bit ironic that French people would have this issue with, of all languages, to denigrate English.
Whatever, we're weird.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So, babe, tell me about your history with fitness, health, sports, etc.
Oh, etc.
Yeah. If you got one of those.
How far back should this history go?
As far as you want.
As a kid, my mom was really good about putting us in a lot of sports. Try everything, like Shakira says.
She does say that. You can tell we watch Zootopia a lot. Yeah.
So yeah, we tried a lot of different sports, and then whatever stuck, we kept doing. So like I stuck with dance my whole like childhood. Not intense dance, not super competitive dance. Crystal Community Center dance.
Vibes dance.
It was vibes.
Yep.
It was fun.
We met thanks to dance.
We did.
Yeah. Ballroom, salsa dance.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've told that story probably 100 times.
Yeah. So I was a really active kid. I had 2 older brothers. So like in the summer, go play outside. And my mom was really good about, I feel like when we were kids, it was a lot easier to limit screen time. Because it was like the TV.
Yeah.
And a list of devices you might, if one person was using the media device, that was it. So
you had a whole room for the computer.
But despite that, we could have asked to watch movies all the time. But yeah, my mom had us outside playing like kick the can and like, what's that game where you like just run around the whole neighborhood and chase each other?
Tag.
It's not tag. I know. I knew you'd say that. It was like spooky themed.
Like Ghost in the Graveyard?
Yeah. There's a lot of like neighborhood kids, and I think because cool. I had older brothers, I could be like out in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So then I did dance, and then in high school I got into tennis. Sorry, Garber, if you're listening to this. We kept trying to make tennis happen. Yeah. And I just, these days I don't have time for that.
You got to get into pickleball, babe. That's where it's at now.
Fuck up my knee, like Steve.
Yep. It just exploded.
Shout out to
your
Steve,
MCL. Yeah.
Also not a listener.
Absolutely disintegrate your tendons.
I was pretty active throughout my childhood, but then, when you're an adult, it's always when will I squeeze this in? And when you have a kid, it's even harder. But I've been part of gyms. Like whenever a gym is like very available and makes itself available to me, I try to access it. Like at UMD, I started getting into the gym a bit. Yeah. Not like as transformatively as you did, but like one of my roommates one year was like teaching Pilates. We went to her class.
Cool.
Yeah, and then when you were working at the Y, round 1, you had a like family membership for free because you were full time.
That was wild. I don't have one now. The rules have changed.
How I know Marion Von Otterloo, probably a listener.
Maybe a listener.
At least Garrett is.
Garrett does.
Tell your wife she rules.
I talked to Marion today.
Oh, what up?
I saw her at the Y, and I said, "Hey, I had a wonderful podcast episode with your husband today."
I gotta get to Zoom on the park.
Yeah.
I just realized I was keeping too busy. But yeah, so going to the Y, and then when you stopped working there, which is around the same time as COVID.
Yep.
I was trying to utilize your stuff, which everyone should pay for and do.
Definitely.
But I need a physical gym. Like we learned that about me when we tried it at home. It is hard to be like, oh yeah. A lot of people would be like, oh, your husband must just train you. I'm like, well, if we were both home
at the same time,
kids also
nothing going
home.
On at the same time.
I'm not gonna like get childcare to do a workout at home with my husband.
Yeah, I mean, really, what we could do is just do the workout anyways, and she does whatever.
Do it.
She can just fucking deal.
If that's what But so then you actually found like out about 9 Round. I think Jeremy was working out there, and you're like, I've heard of this. You might like it, and
because we had done kettlebells at the Y, and I know how much you really liked hitting
I
stuff.
do like to hit stuff.
It's pretty great.
It's awesome.
It's very cool. That's why I liked it.
I know.
Doing kickboxing, yeah.
It's dope. So yeah, now I do I work out at 9 round.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good time.
So do you feel like you're able to balance your health, fitness, hobbies, passions, projects with your career?
So fitness, for me, it's just about forcing myself to go 3 times a week. Although ironically, I'm saying that on a Tuesday, the day I was supposed to go, but you do not.
You had a hell day.
The day I had was just unacceptably a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And no kids misbehaved. It's not like, oh, those darn kids. It was so we had to launch a new screener today and did not have enough time beforehand to, we're on a tight timeline with what is that for? Like you're building the ship as you fly it?
Build the bike as you ride it.
Yep.
Well,
what I said works too. Build the.
I build ships as I fly them all the time.
Or build the plane as you fly it. Is that an actual phrase, or is it always bike? Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I'm building a vehicle while trying to ride the vehicle.
I've never flown a plane.
And the vehicle is screening a K-12 school.
It's a lot.
In 2 weeks.
Damn.
And the KN1 stuff is one-on-one, and we have 6 classes per grade. It's just like our school is giant. And my little team has to get everybody screened so we can figure out who needs interventions, etc. So yeah, it's just today was a hell day. And I learned from you, like sometimes I used to be like, well, I should work out, right? Person who does this for a living. Yeah. And you're like, if your body's telling you no, then no.
Yeah.
Then it's a rest day, you know? And that was just me today. But last week, even days where I didn't feel like it, I was like, it's the first week of school, no way. And I was like, well, no, I'm going to go. And I did. So yeah, I'm trying to really stick to my routine of like my 3 days a week that I should be able to do based upon Olivia's schedule and your schedule.
Yep.
Hobbies, I don't know. This summer, my hobby was trying to be mom of the year, and I think I succeeded. So
definitely.
I think just really leaning into mom life. I'm trying to have that balance. Like if I have to do extra work, I'll put Olivia to bed first, and then I only have X amount of time.
That's what we're doing right now.
Hobbies, I think I need to bring back a little bit more, but for right now, I'm okay with, mom time, fitness. I'm checking a lot of the boxes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have gotten into reading lately. That's true. Yeah. All right. Look at that. I have a hobby.
Look at that. Good for you.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see my friends more. Like I went out to Alexandria on Saturday with the girls. So yeah, I mean, I'm putting in more social time in general, not just with the kid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I have a more balanced life than some. So
one thing that came up talking with Garrett last week is he was saying it was actually a lot easier for him, specifically about workouts. He found it was easier to fit it in during the school year because there's a lot more like structure to his life. Do you find the same thing, or do you think it's kind of about the same as these for summer school year for you?
I mean, there were some times in the summer, well, like when we were on vacation,
right?
Like, oh, it's not happening. Yeah. But yeah, when we were around, I just had to be really cognizant of like how many times have I gone this week. But yeah, there were times where I had thought, oh, I'll go tomorrow. And then someone was like, do you want to do an all day play date with the kids? And I'm like, well, yeah, I do. Yeah. Like I wasn't going to ever turn down a play date. Like Olivia lives for them. Then the other kid can do imaginative play, and I can chat with the other grown up. Yeah. What? Go down the slide. How about the child we brought here will also go down the slide?
That's what they're here for.
And I will chit-chat like an adult.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get like I knew exactly how you were going to finish that sentence when you're like, well, Garrett actually said, I was like, he's going to say harder to go in the summer. Yeah, a lot just pops up, but I do in theory have more time, although I had to bring Olivia a lot of the time.
Right.
But I feel less guilty dragging her there when we have all week together. Sure. It was during the school year. So like today I didn't go. Yeah. I'm not going to drag her there tomorrow. We got to do homework and dinner and whatever. So like I really do need to stick to my days. But yeah, I think other than today, I am like, well, because I can, because this is that hour I've got set aside, I am more likely to do it.
And just so people listening know, the reason why Mo is with the kid all day during the summertime isn't because I'm a deadbeat dad. Because Oh, well, maybe like 17%. It's because they have a 7-day fucking work week.
You were working a lot.
March, May, yeah.
You know.
And I am
make that money.
Burnt the fuck out, dude. Yeah.
Now it's my turn to be burnt out.
Yeah.
It's the school year.
Teamwork.
Hey.
Yeah. Fuck that sound balance and the high five. When you found a good balance, what was working for you? So it sounds like really. So one thing I've noticed about what you say you like so much about 9-round is it's really like it's structurally predictable. You know exactly how long you're going to be there.
Yeah.
And you know how far away it is, and you generally have an idea of like who's going to be there, what the workout's going to entail.
Yeah.
Like you're not someone, you are not a personality type who entertains question marks on your future activities a whole lot. Like you like to know what's coming up.
Yeah.
You know, so would you say that is something that you look for in a workout program? That's something that is beneficial to you?
That makes sense. Like predictability in that, like, I know the general structure, but the movements will be different every time.
Right.
And they are shown to me in a video. Like,
oh, really?
Well, some 9-rounds, like the trainer on site has to be like, okay, Mo, you're about to do round 3. So let me show you real quick. Or like, you good? And then they have to run over it. Like if there's 8 people working out at a time, there's 30 seconds between each round. That's a lot of people to try to check in with. There aren't usually, I'd say there's usually like 4 people working out when it's like starting to pop off. But yeah, Amber paid whatever it is to get the like 24/7 model.
Who's Amber?
Where the owner of my gym.
I know that, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, the owner of my gym. She invested in like something that they can do where they get like a video screen at each round and it's showing the moves. So she literally doesn't have to be there. And then there's also like, you know, we can put our phone up to like get in and stuff. She's still there a lot. Like she's got her set times that she's there. Like if someone's new, they come when she's there. But those of us who know what we're doing and literally have a video screen showing us can be like, I want to work out at 6 a.m. and she doesn't have to be here because that sounds terrible.
You did. Yeah, as someone who was at the gym at 6 a.m. today.
Yeah. Oh, God. Being a trainer at 6 a.m.
It's fun and I love it. So just to blow up their spot a little bit, you go to the
I guess you can hang out with me at the gym.
Yeah, you enjoy. Like if people are looking for like, I need a fitness solution.
Yeah.
That is all the things you like about it, that is structurally predictable and involves hitting things. It's a fun.
If you live in the Golden Valley, it's my gym, not my work. I was just like, I don't feel like saying where I work on here, but I can tell you where I work out. Yeah, the 9-round in Golden Valley.
Yeah,
owned by Amber, who's really dope. We do monthly member events and hang out too. Like the social aspect really keeps me like engaged with the group. Not that I like need other people around me when I'm working out anymore. I used to, because like my main workout when I was at the Y was Marin's.
That was years of Zumba,
Zumba classes, and I was like, I'm like with my Zumba friends and whatever. But at a gym where it's like pop in whenever, that was like a really good way. It was smart of Amber. We can build community that way because that connects me more.
They came to your birthday party, dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
People came to my birthday party from the gym. Dude, I know. They were my actual friends.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, final question here. What's something you'd want people to know about being in education and going back to school? Like, what would you tell a muggle, to use the wizarding slur?
Is that some Harry Potter shit?
Yeah, some Harry Potter shit. About going back to school. What's a behind the scenes thing you want people to know about going back to school?
Just like people, like kids, like coming back.
I would imagine most of our listeners are not children. They're probably parents of children. Yeah, that's
true.
Like, what's a piece of context you would want more people to understand about sending their children back to school around this time of year?
I mean, I guess if someone listens to this right away, they have a few days before their kid starts.
Sure.
Just try to get them back on that routine a little bit. Like, I feel like I did a little bit of like academics in July and August, like Olivia, to earn her screen time. I'd be like, cool, we're doing some math flashcards and reading some of the readers that your teacher sent home at the end of last year. So just like incorporating that a little bit, so it's not such a stark, like, oh my God, I've done nothing school related and now and as I'm screening, I'm like, I can tell who's been reading over the summer and who has not. I can tell who's doing a little bit of math over the summer and who forgot everything. Yeah. So I'd say just easing into the routines or like getting up a little earlier, that kind of thing. So I feel like since Olivia just wakes up early anyway, so I didn't have to worry about getting used to sleeping in.
Forget about it.
Just try to do as much with the routines as possible, and really make sure that you can connect with your kid's teacher and tell them what they're all about. What I really like is that Olivia's teacher, like the first day of school, she apparently told the kids, like, I'm giving homework to your parents. Like Olivia.
Kids were like, what?
Yeah, Olivia came to my classroom and she's like, I have a bunch of homework for you to do. But like, it was just like, tell me about your kid. Here's things you might add, you know, like their hobbies, their interests, their strengths, their challenges. And like, I really took it seriously and I kind of wrote a novel, but it's just like, whatever you can do to like help them know who your kid is. I think a good reminder in getting back to school is like teachers care the most about what kind of person you are bringing them, not just the academic side of things. Like it is so beautiful and refreshing when you send us a child who says thank you when you give them something or hold the door open, or maybe they hold the door open, like just all the little things. So get back in the routine a little early if you can, although when this pod comes out, you got a few days, most of you.
You're like the weekend, basically,
Yeah, we've been back at school. It's our second week.
Yep.
I'm not jealous. It's fine. And then, just keep raising a good human.
Yeah, man.
Got kids in school.
Yeah.
And, I remind Olivia when she's being a little goblin, I'm like, don't do that at school, though.
Yeah.
Keep that goblin behavior
that's a
at
common
home.
refrain in our household.
When you toot and then laugh at home, that's one thing. But at school, you have to say, excuse me.
So she fucking tooted on me when I was reading her book earlier tonight. She was like wiggling all over the bed. And I even said, like, dude, you're wiggling a lot. I need you to like chill for a hot sec. I'm trying to read you this literal novel. And then she like lays across, because I'm laying in the bed with her. She like lays across my lap and goes, just like farts fully in my zone. I was like, dude, do you mind?
She's like, no, I don't.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. Are we ending on farts?
Yeah.
Okay.
We always do. Don't you listen to the show?
Religiously. I listened to Garrett's episode, so I knew what you were going to say. That's why I knew what you were going to say.
This has been the RF Fartness podcast. Yes, I'm available for online coaching. To find out if it's right for you, head to rffartness.net. That's rffitness.net. And then scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and see what kind of coaching I offer. You should do the client application and hit join the party to jump into our community Discord server for free. Our theme music is Funk AF by Everett Ullman, distributed by YouTube Studios. Thanks for listening, guys. And as always, can you say it with me, babe? Keep questing.